Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. My topic is all about the online classes. My title is Advantage and Disadvantage of Online Classes During COVID-19. A thesis proposal presented to the Faculty of Graduate School, St. Joseph Institute and Technology, Butuan City, Philippines, in partial fulfillment of the requirements for the degree of Bachelor Science in Criminology. My name is Junmark Zamora. Chapter 1. Introduction. Online classes or online learning became a popular concept in school when the pandemic struck the world. The very existence of online classes were reinstated in schools to avoid missing the essential months of school life. Schools and universities had to enforce online classes during COVID-19 due to the strict lockdown. Every institute started using various online tools to keep the classes as effective physical classes. While technology has been growing to a rapid rate for quite a few years now, the real importance was discovered when the whole from home culture came into existence. The study online part of school life was unexpected, but slowly everybody did adapt to it. Like there are two sides to the same coin, online learning also has many advantage and disadvantage. While online classes did start as there was no other choice, their impact start creeping in gradually. The advantage of online classes has been the most deadly virus in centuries. It is spreading like a wildfire, and the only way to stop it is social distancing. To abide by this rule, schools start online classes. It may have been difficult in the beginning. Eventually, every adapted to concept. This advantage of online education is the making of social awkward people, while the convenience and cost effectiveness of online education are working in favor. Zero social interact can be problem, not physical connecting to classmates or teachers can leave the kid unaware of the advantage of physical attending class. The students are becoming more comfortable in their place.
Record now. Refer later. The biggest advantage of
The problem
living classes
about this topic
online is that
is
you can record
social
all
awkwardness and lack of the ability to interact with the people in a
later,
normal way.
when you
Internet
are
issue,
studying
cell
physical
phone,
classes
mobile phone
do not allow.
is not working, and no
You have
electricity
to
is
take
just a few
notes,
problems to name.
and there is a high
These are some
possibility
problems
of missing out on things.
that students and teachers
The
often face, and
disadvantage of online classes
are helpless.
is
There are no such solution for it. The researcher can study about the problem for internet connection because of their areas where the signal tower is far away, especially since they are in their province and the student why do not have money to buy smart load for their join online class. The importance of the online learning in teaching and learning process in increase flexibility of time, increased flexibility of location, context, information sharing, online resources, diverse and enriching experience. access equity and disability, digital information literacy and administration. The review of literature and studies. This is also about the foreign and local setting. The foreign according to the foreign is the education system has faced in an unprecedented health crisis that has shaken up its foundation. Given today uncertainties, it is vital to gain an nuanced understanding of student online learning experience in times of the COVID-19 pandemic. Although many studies have investigated this area, limited information is available regarding the challenges and the specific strategies that students employ to overcome them. This study attempts to fill in the void using mixed method approach. The findings revealed that the online learning challenge of college students varied in terms of type and extent. Their greatest challenge was linked to their learning environment at home, while their least challenge was technology, literacy, and competency. My theoretical concept framework. This is my conceptual framework. Web resources, World Wide Web technology, listserv. Traditional resources, textbook, library, search. Online education, extracurricular activities, more experience. Problem-solving activities and evaluation, negotiable and iterative. Statement of the problem. This is my questionnaire of my participants. Are there differences in the application of the principle for good practice by discipline? Are there differences in the application of the principle for good practice by the level of online teaching experience, beginning experience, professional? Number 3, what are possible factors and unstable internet connection of student? Number 4 is it is an advantage to get online classes. And that is my question about the problem. The hypothesis is a null because there is no significant relationship in e-learning enables unique forms of education that fits within the existing paradigm of face-to-face and distance education. Significance of the study. The researcher believes that this study will not only yield data but will be helpful also more so to the following groups of people. Students in particular, equipped with how consequence of being good online classes to active can be reduced by learning. The student will be able good for online classes. The importance of the online classes is to find other data and easy to get information in Google because can use mobile phones, and benefit of that is the barangay gives some money for buy e-loads or buy loads for join online class, or giving gadgets for joining the class, or to allow to give SIM like dito, because the dito is the very fast signal. Scope and delimitation. The study area focused in the school about advantage and disadvantage of online classes. During COVID-19, the respondents will be selected according in the every student taking online classes or online learning. The respondents will give a 10 survey questionnaire. Definition of terms. There are several terms of needed defining in this study for clarification and better understand. Online class. An online classroom is an environment created through use a learning management system that allows student and teacher to connect. Because of online classes adapt to students continue to of their study because of pandemic. Effectiveness, the degree to which something is successful in producing a desired result. Success. Online education refers to instructional activities or programs that were delivered over the World Wide Web. Online learning is education that takes place over the internet. Internet connection is the ability of individual or organization to connect to the internet using computer terminals, computer and the other devices, and to access the services such as email and the World Wide Web. Lack of finance, a situation where one market segments, customers, small business trader, and etc. lack adequate access to capital at reasonable rates in order to either finance their core business activities to expand their business, represents a real hindrance to market growth. Pandemic of a disease prevalent over a whole country or the world. Chapter 2, Methodology. This chapter describes and discusses how the researcher gathered the necessary data and information used in the entire study. It also describes who are the respondents and the method of the research. This also shows the procedure of data collection and instrument used. Lastly, it discussed the type of research method and research locale where the study was conducted. Research design. This study used qualitative research sought the answer question about the advantage and disadvantage of online classes during COVID-19 in Butuan City. It is used in explanation of phenomena by collecting numerical data that are analyzed using mathematical-based methods. It helps to understand if the teaching strategy is likely to be very helpful on the detailed reason for particular behavior of the instructor, professor, student, and institution. It is also possible the assigning numbers to fairly abstract constructs such as personal opinion raised in making them superiously precise. Research respondents. The respondents of the study were selected offering BS Criminology in Butuan City, St. Joseph Institute of Technology in Butuan City. The researcher chose the professor, instructors handling a major subject in criminology, either part-time and full-time, and the graduating student of BS Criminology as the department participants of the study. Research locale. My research locale is also area of St. Joseph Institute of Technology in the province of Butuan City, Agusan del Norte, 600. This is my map of Butuan City SJIT or Butuan City St. Joseph Institution of Technology in part of the Montilla Boulevard. Research instrument. In gathering the information needed in the study, the researcher formulate a set of criteria which is based on the researcher's own ideas and standard. Was the first tool used in this study. The criteria used in this study designed to evaluate and to maintain the objectivity of the study, which is based on the advantage and disadvantage of online classes during the COVID-19. This is the strategies and the balance and the other effectiveness and teaching strategies. Data gathering procedure. The researchers sent a letter first to the St. Joseph Institution of Technology asking permission to conduct the study to the selected offering BS Criminology in St. Joseph Institute of Technology. After having permission, the researcher sent a notice to the concerned institutions with the prescribed schedule to conduct such a study. The questionnaires were prepared and distributed to the respondents of the offering BS Criminology. The process of their completion was gathered and the other pertinent data related to the studies was collected. The collection of such was done during the academic year 2021 to 2022. Statistical treatment. The following statistical tools will be used on the analysis and interpretation of gathered data. All the inferential results will be tested at 0.05 level significance. Average weighted mean or EWM. This be used to determine the level of significance of the advantage and disadvantage of online classes during COVID-19. So also I chose this topic because many some of students can be complain because so weak signal or poor signal in their place, and it will be done to my research about this my proposal, and will be done. And thank you, ma'am and sir.